Hello, I'm here with one of our 2022-2023 fellows, Geno Carrigy. Hi, Geno.
Hi,
Thanks
Marla.
for joining this chat.
Of course.
So why don't you just introduce yourself to our applicants?
So I'm originally from the East Coast, grew up outside of Philadelphia, but lived in New York for about 12 years before I moved out. Did residency at UCSF, had a baby in my CA3 year, and I'm doing the pediatric anesthesia fellowship. And I like getting outside. So as you can see on a Thursday, I'm in Tahoe.
We've had a lot of snow this year, so you are able to enjoy that. How come you chose to attend our fellowship?
So I think the most important thing is to feel like you're going to be well trained. And I knew that if I was doing the pediatric fellowship at UCSF, that I would get really good cases, really good breadth of cases. And that also the program was extremely flexible with the assignment of those cases. There's only 3 fellows, and with the elective rotations and the 2 sites, there's only 1 fellow in any given spot. So you can look at the board and you can essentially do whatever you want. And that means if it's a very complex airway case, you could do that. If it's a neonate, you could do that. Or if you just want to practice high volume room like the tonsil room, you could do that. There's no competition on any given day for whatever you want to make for your experience. So that flexibility with that quality of training. And then because I did residency, I knew that the group was very nice and I wanted to be part of the group.
Awesome. What have you liked best about your year so far? I know you're not all the way through it yet, but maybe just some highlights you can share with our applicants.
Yeah, so the first answer is kind of like not unique to UCSF, but I really like pediatrics and I like the pediatric patients. And we have a lot of cute, adorable patients that you just feel really good taking care of. And I would maybe in a way get that anywhere, but you kind of feel that energy all throughout, from the preoperative area to the PACU, in the OR, everyone working really well together to provide really good care. Surgeons, anesthesiologists, nurses, it's really a pleasant place to be. And so that's not a concrete thing, but the atmosphere, I think, is excellent. And then I have enjoyed all of my rotations. We get really good teaching on cardiac. We're very well supported in terms of getting autonomy when that's appropriate. Had already had an experience or 2 where I can work in the pretending role, or I can simply say, this case is really complex. I really want to do it, and I want someone to be there. And I feel very supported in those cases. So just feel very comfortable, very happy. And then just back to flexibility. I was able to start a few weeks later than maybe traditionally programs would start because I had that baby last year. And that was really important to me, and just getting the flexibility to be with her, but also to do my own things like go skiing.
Great. Do you have plans for next year?
So I will stay at UCSF. That's the plan right now. I like the group. I like the patients. I like Northern California. I like getting up to Tahoe. In San Francisco, I can surf at Ocean Beach pretty much on any day that I have off. That the weather's accommodating, of course. And it's just a really happy place for me.
Great. And any advice for our applicants as they're looking around?
I think that for me, this was a place that I felt very comfortable from the beginning. You could feel that flexibility. That flexibility to me meant that the fellowship was not dependent on the fellows. So if I needed to take a day off, I could take a day off. If I wanted to do a certain case, I could do a certain case. It wasn't that the ORs were going to stop working because I, as a fellow, was not present. And I think that flexibility, that accommodating, that supportive environment was really evident from the interview, from the interactions that I had as a resident. I knew that to be the case from talking to prior fellows. And that was what I was looking for. And if I was an applicant looking for programs across the country, I would really stress that somewhere where I thought that my learning and my work-life balance would be prioritized. And I think that the learning is improved by having the work-life balance prioritized.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time, and you better get back to skiing.
Thank you.